Hey guys, hey Hope, hey Fluffy. Hello Akira. I'm doing very well. It's just that it's really hot today. Again, we actually have been having like very chill days, like finally, and also it rained a bit, but now it's hot again. So I'm a bit overwhelmed again by the heat. How are you guys? I just turned the AC on. I hope it's working. I've been busy. Went to see my family for some days and celebrate because lots of holidays in this season. Oh, really? Are they all Pisces or just like some kind of Aquarius is more like Pisces? Hey, Marushka. Oh, it's cold. Oh, Fluffy, I'm so envious. Why here? It's so hot. Like, you know why I feel so uncomfortable? Is because I took a shower, like, and I was fine. But then I'm starting to feel like it's hot again. So, when you have a shower and then it's you realize that you're not cooled off, oh, like the feeling of, thank you. I'm sending you gold waves through the screen. Thank you. Late January, Pisces. Oh, I have crazy winds here with no dust. Did I tell you guys that um, I made a TikTok of my reading for Karina, Espa Karina, and Little Book, and it got like a lot of views. Like a lot of people are watching. I guess it's moving. Um, but I get a lot of comments in Indo, like in Indonesia uh, language. I guess I try to look for it, but I don't know. And I cannot translate it. Like there's a lot. Maybe there's one or two that are English. Then the rest are all in Indonesian. So I don't know what they're talking about. So I don't know if it's good, if it's bad. I have no idea. Probably, like my bias used to say at some point when he was learning Korean, that he used to just translate, like use the translator on the phone. He was like, those were blessed days where I didn't know what they were saying to me. So if they were like saying something negative, I wasn't aware because I didn't understand. So I don't know. I don't know how the video is doing. I don't know. Sorry, guys, I'm eating grapes. They call him Ajusi because he's 2 years older. And isn't favorite Karina is queer and company is hiding it. Oh. Yesterday was your car's birthday. Oh, so cute. Like I love it because it's always not all the time, but it's always the Aries idols, like the female Aries idols, that they are like the perfect quote unquote gays in the group. Mm. But yeah, definitely like I think that people just like they don't know how a tarot reading works because they're like that for the reading that I done for them, I got from the oracle, I got the card of no in love, and they were like, oh, and people are very absolutist, because it's like they want me to, I guess, to resume what I said, like to summarize what I said in one word, like whether they are going to last or not. Like I do the readings at my pace, and of course I try to translate what the cards are saying. I try to interpret what the cards are saying. So everything about the reading is important. Everything, even if you think that I talk too much, everything that I say in a tarot reading has its purpose. And also, I don't do futurology. I'm sorry for the people that think that we are predictors. Like, no, I just read what's available. So, I don't know why people have to be so absolutist with relationships. Like, I don't even know how to call it relationships, because I think that every time I read for these confirmed dispatch couples, I get very weird vibes. And then a few weeks later, they break up. So I think that the tarot also is not fond of celebrity couples. I believe that the tarot also is not fond of celebrity couples. Because, I don't know, I'm just not picking romantic vibes. Like, and I'm not saying this like, when I say romantic, I don't mean like, oh, I will love you forever. It means like, when you like someone, that there's this, there's this reciprocity, like there's this teasing, this flirting in the air. This is like, oh, I find you cute, or you are my queen and I'm your king. This very like cute and loving vibe. I don't get that. I don't get that. Whatever they show you in K dramas and in music videos, The people don't feel like that. They are, and I'm actually I'm very surprised because I'm at least in my culture, we are very romantic people and we are very emotional, and I believe that you guys where you are from as well. Like when even if you just like someone and there's ads or there's confusion at the beginning, but there's feelings at least. There's something at least. And for these people, I don't get it. And also what I'm most like shook, like I'm shook, is that the girl in the relationship that is like sort of exposed is just feeling very bad. Like they are feeling miserable, angry, frustrated, um, ashamed, I don't know, heartbroken, like there's a lot of insatisfaction. Oh, this is not what I wanted. Oh no, this is not what I want. Oh no, this cannot be happening. But it's happening. Like, I don't know. I don't know, guys, what to tell you. Um, like, and, and this is like, I wonder how relationships dynamics work in there. Because for me, for example, there's some people that had rumors or had dated, supposedly had dated very handsome men. I'm talking about men because I like men. I don't like boys. Um, and and I mean, from their side, everything is so hard to decipher when it comes to what they want, and they feel a bit overwhelmed and they feel doubtful. And I'm like, so you went out in a couple of dates with this person and you still have the sort of incapacity to feel a certain way, or to at least admit that there's a part of you that likes that person. So I don't know what's going on with those relationships. But the female of the relationship is always miserable, always. And I'm like, oh my God, like, are they forced to have these sort of things? Because, like, I don't see, like, there's there's some actors that actually you see them and you're like, okay, I don't know him personally. I don't know how he is in person. But they are pretty handsome, they are pretty popular, so, there should be in the car something that is like, oh, she thinks that he's cute. She thinks that he's cute. Or she thinks that he's funny. No, nothing of that. Nothing of that. It's more like, I'm angry. I'm angry, this is not what I wanted. I don't know if it's exposure, if probably they're thinking about their careers and how it impacts their career. But I don't feel the romance, the romantic vibes, guys, I don't feel it. I don't feel it. At least when I read the tarot for them, it's so plain. Almost it's boring, I would say. And don't even get me started with the shipping, these sort of couples, co-stars, and these people that you ship. Don't even get me. I don't waste my energy with those pairings. I don't waste my energy. I don't waste the tarot's energy neither. I don't even want to pull a card for certain people, for certain actors and actresses, because my God, their inability, like their incapacity to have feelings, it's all about work. Or what does he feel about her? Or he feels like he cannot wait to end this project to get a new one and a better one. Like, the ego vibes that I get, all center in careers, and people shipping them, and people thinking like, oh no, because, they're in love. They are in love. They maybe they worked together like 4 years ago, and people are still thinking that they are a couple. Guys, when you like someone, even if you are a celebrity or not, you just make things happen. You make time for the person. You do things. But there's also some some celebrities, I say this from the perspective of, for example, some males, they are very coward. They don't do much. They maybe can talk a bit, but they don't do much. So, romanticism, zero. Okay, Carlos. Must be a deal PR relationship. Must be we will dispatch announces new couple. Or Korean celebrity are too transactional. Yeah. South Korea seems like a challenging place today for idols or actors. Too many blockages and inability to trust, most likely. Are they mostly transactional because there's energy in those readings? I don't know if it's transactional. When I read yesterday from Lee Jae-wook and I saw the Three of Pentacles, that was the last card of the three that I pulled from his side, I was like, is this a work-related thing? Because I see the Three of Pentacles. But then no, I was thinking that the Three of Pentacles is not just work-related things. It can be collaboration. He really wants a partner. And this I also got from Ambo Hyun, when I read for Ambo Hyun and Jisoo. The man always seems to be in a rush to get the girl. And I don't know if that rush actually means I want our bond or our connection to grow. It's more like I want everyone to know. It's more like I want it out. Like they are more excited, or probably they are not affected that the news is out. And they are in a hurry about this. Now for the woman is like the one that is in conflict. The woman is like, okay, no, this is not good for me. This is not what I wanted. And if this is something that you did, that you made it happen, I'm upset at you. Or I don't like this, that you're doing this, or that maybe you are, I don't know, maybe I think that the guy in the relationship is not like they are very passionate, because I usually get these knights, these kings. From Ambo Hume, I got a lot of king of wands, so he, very passionate guy, but at the same time, someone very prideful, someone that is all about actions, like I will go and see you, I will go and do this, I will go and do that, And I wonder, like, what is going on with their energy because it's not like I'm in a hurry to chase you and conquer you and do things for you and make this relationship exciting. It's probably like, I don't mind if people knows. Like, actually, like, yeah, what if people knows? Yeah. But the girl in the relationship feels very, 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 very bad. How would you compare energy to Korean men readings in general to Latino men? I think that for Latin men, at least from what I read, they are a bit much more childish, but also they are more expression. They are more expressive. It's like they will go and make fun of themselves to just like impress you or make you laugh or create a reaction out of you. They often get the page of wands, the page of pentacles, then some knights sometimes, but there has to be an element of you being entertained or you having a good time with them. It's very important. It's very important. I've seen people hoping for that Taeyeon and Baekhyun, but since I don't know too much about second gen, I didn't expect people to be like that. But in this case, I think that it also, because I know someone came the other day and they requested a reading, and I did it, a reading for an update for Baekhyun and Taeyeon, Girls' Generation Taeyeon. Because they were like, oh, someone told me that they were endgame. So definitely there's other readers, or there's, like, it's not, this is what I want to verify. It's not the fault of the reader. It's the fault of the people that ask. Because if you imagine, we are just one person, we readers, we with the community. You can have moderators and everything, but if you're someone that you are not that much into Korean culture and you don't know who is who or who was dating who or who is being shipped with who, you probably, if someone asks you for so-and-so, or they pay, because people pay, honestly. Like, I had shipping readings being paid, and I take them. Like, I mean, I will do them, but you know how I work. If I see something that is not compatible, I will tell you. I think that maybe when you're not that into really, it's not that you have to do research, but you somehow have to know some things about K-pop couples or shippings. It's been happening for a long time, to sort of, at least for me, it's like, okay, if I'm going to use the cards, like, I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to use the tarot for something that, the answer is already in the present. In the present, it means that maybe, yeah, they dated, but they broke up. So, have you ever considered that maybe Taeyeon is with someone else already, or that Baekhyun is with someone else already, or there had been they had passed, a lot of water passed under the bridge somehow. So, like, you've been fixated to certain things from the past that you're just stuck in 2017, or I don't know what it was, but. That's why I think that we have to work together in that sense. Not the readers, I work together with you guys, and we often have like this great communication about what is going on in K-pop, or what is going on with certain celebrities, because then when things don't happen the way they want to, they attack the reader. They attack the messenger. Because it's like, oh, you told us, you said that this and this were like this, and we can make a mistake as well. But people are like, I also have clients like this. I have a client that they are very fixated on everything I said the last time I did a personality reading for them. It's like if I said that, I don't know, possible the second half of the year they are going to have, I don't know, a brand new beginning or something is going to happen, they grab that piece of information. Like, they don't, it seems like they didn't pay attention to everything I said about, besides that. And when they asked me again, like a few months later, they asked for a reading again. They are like, oh, because remember that you said that this was going to happen, and this, and this, and this. And I often try to promote patience. And also that I am not a magician. I am not like playing with your destiny nor predicting your destiny. Like things happen at its rhythm. And definitely everything is actions and consequences. So it depends on the decisions that you're making in the now. It's not about me pulling a card and sort of give you a sentence of how your year is going to be like. There can be a lot of different things happening. I cannot see your whole life in the cards. But people are very anxious about information, about, like details. Like this is why I believe that people go crazy for the future spouse readings. They go crazy for it. Oh, their future spouse will be like this, and she will be like that, and she will be like that. Hi, Jadam. The other day I was talking to a friend, and she is a fan of some K-dramas and K-pop, and I shared with her this dispatch news of Karina and Jewu. And she was laughing. I know she's not interested, but I share it anyways. And she was like, I don't know why people are obsessed with knowing, like, why are they so obsessed with who is dating who? And I told her that from my perspective, I get happy when these news come out because it's sort of a reality check. Even if it doesn't work out, it sort of lets you know that there are certain idols that they are trying to get to know people. That is not the person that you think. They are not dating someone of their group. They are not like, dating your bias. They are not going to steal your oppa. Like, like they are actually like, in a connection, or they're talking to someone on the other side. And your imagination can rest at peace a bit, that's why I love to find out. I love those kinds of news. I just love it. Because it shows you like idols or celebrities in this date, or in this, I don't know, them talking to each other, them going to each other's house. I don't care. I don't care if it was just once. But at least there's some idols that are trying to find a connection. They are trying just like we all are. Relationships are very messy these days. And if you're an idol, it's even worse. But I just love the idols that are trying. I love it because they're young, they are beautiful. I hope they are well mentally to actually have the possibility to be like, oh, I like that guy. Or, oh, like I'm talking to this guy, or I'm talking to this girl. For me, it's like, yeah, go and experience that. I don't care how you do. I don't care if it's PR. I don't care. I just want you to go and experience, to have that dynamic with someone. That life is not just about work and being stuck in a company that doesn't care about you unless you are providing the money. Life, in this, I say it as a Capricorn myself, life is not about you being devoted to a building. You have to go and look for your own happiness as well. And I'm glad that usually the ones that they have these rumors are like the daredevils of the group. Like it's not rebellious because it's not about rebellion, but it's about like, I will take a chance. Do you think that they don't know that they are being followed? Do you think that they don't know that they have people that probably are like taking a picture of them and they are going to get the information anyways? They know it. But they go out and live life. And if she was my bias, I would be proud of that woman. I would be proud. Really? There are videos going viral on Weibo of people burning Karina's merch. Oh my god. Yeah. Even though you're not a fan of the idol, you can help but root for idols who get into relationships because it shows their normal lives. It makes us relate to them even more. Yeah. Yeah. I want that. I want to see, like I like this. This is what I said about. I often talk with my army friends about BTS. I'm like, guys, I don't want to know the tea about who they're dating and what they do with the people that they like, but I just knowing that they are just smiling and being happy because they are messaging and they're talking with the one that they like, with the special someone, I just giggle inside. I'm like, yay, yay. You deserve it. You've been working so hard. You deserve to have love. Well, Taemin and Nosy seem fine after these rumors. However, I heard there were some weird mean fans who said negative things because of Taemin bringing Jonghyun's ad-libs back at Tokyo Dome. I'm happy they're even capable and willing to do that and not stay single and care about career and money like that's the new normal. Remember the guy, one of the first idols that he sort of had to do a press conference to be like, I'm 35 years old. I don't know if he said 35 or 40. And he was like, I'm a 35, 40-year-old. I want to date. The guy cried, remember? I don't know his name, but that moment, poor guy, like I'm laughing, but that the guy, the desperation in him, like how many years do you want me to keep sustaining this? One thing is for you to be mysterious and be like, I don't want people to know about my business. I'm very professional, like I'm very selective, like I believe that my fans and the public should know this about me. Only this. So I protect myself and everything that I do. But, selling you that, oh yeah, I'm 30 and I never kiss someone, yeah, like my bias, okay. From what I've seen, he definitely needs some training because there's some, but and certainly always the women take the worst part of the situation. Yeah. That's what I was saying, Carlos. That's what I was saying. I was referring to this because I always get very sad vibes from the girl's perspective, from the woman's perspective, every time I read for some couple or potential couple. I always get that they are very sad, like they are not happy at all. So I'm like, what do they do to these girls? Ex-CBSQ member has been saying this 3 weeks ago he got car chased by Sasangs. No. He said, I'm 35 now. I thought we will be over by now. Oh my God. Oh no, please, no. I'm actually worried for his children more than anything. You know, what if he has his children in the car? Like, no, no. I've been lately thinking like that. Honestly, it scares me how people older than me do more for idols than for themselves. I get that people fall for what K-pop wants from them because the industry. Also, they needs fans to be obsessed with maintain crazy numbers, but you are grown and expending idols' money. No, you don't have. I saw a headline here was an idol who was chased by Sasangs for 2 decades. Oh my God. I just find it cute, the fans that are in relationships or they are married and have their families and they are still fangirls. That's the ultimate fangirl. That's the healthy fangirl, you know, the supporter. That in there you see a true supporter of the idol and their work. Definitely. The consistency, the loyalty, but yet they still have their relationships, they still have their job, they still have, you know, their profession. They are still accomplishing things for themselves. And then in their free time, they have time for the idol. That's the most healthy. Of course, being a fan is not it's not a crime. Actually, it's very good to be a fan of someone or something. But when it sort of obstructs your relationships with others in real life, or you just cannot maintain stability when it comes to yourself, then you have to worry a bit. Just that I seen in some, you know, when they do these interviews on the street to Korean people, sometimes Japanese people as well, and they talk about how their lives is not like a drama. The guys are not like a dramas, and the girls talking about that they do not want to get into a relationship, they do not want to get married or have children, and I think that honestly, there's something about the guys. Actually, I think that the guys looked very cold. Like the Korean men, like the regular Korean men, they look very cold. Like, I don't know. Maybe this is why they sort of have this sort of dates where they make a gift to their girlfriend, or they celebrate certain things in the relationship that we here in Latin America we don't celebrate. Like, we don't buy each other things like that. But I don't see them romantic. And also when I hear them talk about because usually these interviewers, they ask them about their ideal woman, and their ideal woman is like, they are too fixated with like, oh, I want her to be pure, I want her to be pale, skinny, beautiful. My ideal is like this, and probably, you know, the guy is like he hasn't taken care of his image very much, you know, and he had all these conditions about beauty, about what he wants, you know, and people are like, people in the comment sections are coming for if there's a guy like that, you know, because I think that they don't have social skills. There's something about them being very not serious, but they seem to be very dry. Like, I wouldn't see myself talking to them because they are so like, I don't know if they are talkative, even if I would speak the language. I don't know if it's that they're young. Some of them don't even look at you in the eyes because they are shy. So, I don't know. My bias is Japanese. And I did I did hear some people's story that actually Japanese people also are very shy. They don't talk to strangers. They don't look at you in the eye. They have these sort of protocols to get to know you. I don't know how they feel about foreigners, but I wonder if they're friendly. This is the feeling that I get. Of course, that if I think about my bias is different because he had traveled the world. Because of his job, he had also moved out of his country. He had lived somewhere else. So probably his mind is a mix of different. Also, he had lived with members of other cultures, so his mind is different. But inside, he's still a Japanese man. So maybe his ideal, or maybe what he prefers, is this traditional Asian person. And he's just like any Japanese dude. When you ask him what do you like, he actually likes the pale, the innocent girl, those usual descriptions that they give. I saw a lot of people making jokes on how she picked the ugliest guy possible, and I'm like, you got over my fave is mine to enter the ultimate superficial state. Like, Lee Jae-wook is not an ugly guy. Not at all. Like, I don't know much about him, but he's not ugly. At least for me, he's not ugly. Like, I don't know what they're seeing. Westerns complain about Korean standards when they aren't actually better. I would like the idols and actors who suffer because of the opinion of their fans in Korea to know that there are many international fans who support them unconditionally. That reminds me of an FX fan telling the girls they could lose some weight. Oh no. Unbelievable. For longest time, all they had to have was money to provide for women and children and nothing else. And women would bring in the looks. I was so hyped up about you, a potential South American wife, and then you said he's too traditional. He's saying food. Yeah, I mean, that's what he gets. That's what he gets. Probably he had been dating someone, like, over there. I mean, whatever makes him happy. But, he could. It's just that we don't know how his mind, like his values, his values as a man, what he wants. Maybe he wants to maintain the Japanese line, like very traditional, I don't know what his values are. Maybe it's about that a bit. What is the drink that you're drinking? Is it coffee? No, this is mate. This is an Argentinian traditional drink. It's mate. What? Well, Karina said Jonjin is ugly some time ago, right, Fluffy? He has an interesting, handsome face. She did? She said that Kai is ugly? When was this? When did I miss this? He and Karina kind of look like siblings. She looks small next to him. He has an interesting handsome face. Oh, yes, in those leaked messages when she was a trainee, she said RM and Chicken were ugly. Oh my God, Karina. Oh my God. Oh my God. And she's still alive after saying this. Like, she still has a career. Oh my God. How did they find those messages? I mean, when we have private conversations, guys, we all have an opinion. So, we shouldn't judge because we often, like, for me, I have my opinions. I think that yeah, when I talk to my friend, and we are in a private conversation, yeah, we're like, yeah, we like this and this one not so much, and this one, but it's private. So, yeah. Oh, no. Yes, my friend was a fan of the second gen Comet and how people kept saying Kristen was natural skinny to say there was nothing wrong with her, and when she was actually fainting on stage constantly. Oh, hello, Stray Kids Pink Lover. Wait, I thought those messages were fake. A mean girl needs glasses. See, we all have an opinion. Yeah, it's just that we are not idols in training, But I also have my opinions. I'm not going to say them, of course, but I have my opinions about certain people that I'm like, really? Really? But yeah, it's just about looks, it's not it's about preferences, when you think that, for example, like, I'm sure there's people that doesn't like my bias looks or the way he looks. Maybe they don't like the way his style, and that's great. Karina probably said that they were ugly so they wouldn't be shipped or forced to date, or else they all dated, and she tried to hide it. Oh, yeah, yes, it's a bit different what they consider ideal best looking guy there. I always say him, really? I could never be attracted to this guy. He looks like a child. He's 50 and over, 55 and over. There's some idols that I'm like, this person looks like a child. I don't know what you're looking at. I mean, if you're a young fan, I understand, but there's some idols that I do get like that. I'm like, really? This is sexy for you? He looks like a child. Like, I don't know, like the features, very young. At least I wouldn't be able to see the sexiness in that very childlike face. I don't know. By the way, I was watching you reading on me, John and Sana. Didn't finish because I haven't had time, but it was very interesting. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome. But what's funny is when you watch those little interviews on the street, Kai is always considered the sexiest, but best looking is gonna be Chao or something. Yeah, Chao. It's like attraction and beauty are separated in a way. It's strange. Okay, guys. Today I don't have a list today. So I don't know what we can do because I don't have a list. What I do remember is someone wanted an update on Onew. You know that I don't read for people that are on hiatus, but I'm just going to make a brief one to see what, put just regards to see how he's doing, and that's it. And then someone wanted a reading for Treasure New Comeback. I think that is Treasure, not Comeback. There was a name. I don't know why I didn't write it down. This is why. Is anyone here, guys, a fan of Treasure? So you can. This person, they said that this was going to be a new project, and it had a name. I don't remember the name of the project now, but I don't know if you can Google it. Oh, yeah, Wednesday is about flirting and fantasies. Yes, but I don't have anyone on the list. I actually have my romance oracle in here just in case. Treasure has a new date in Shining Solo. I think that is Shining Solo. I think that is called. Yeah, I think that this person said something about Shining Solo. Dating show? Yeah, it sounds like shiny. It sounds like a shiny show. Definitely. When they said shining, like, yeah, we should do, I don't know if it's the flirting series, but we should do some kind of romantic dynamic since today is Wednesday and we are still in the months of love and romance. We are still in February, and next week I'm going to read for Pisces. You know, next Saturday it's going to be all about the Pisces. I'm going to make the post so you will leave your favorite Pisces idol. So I will read for them. But yeah, we should do a dynamic about something about romance because I do have the Oracle of Romance in here, so we should do something dynamic. Yes. Yeah, I don't have an idol in particular, so we can do this very dynamic or asking about different people, not always the same. But yeah, we should come up with some, I don't know how should we call it. How should we call it? I think that there was someone that wanted me to start over the ideal romantic series, romantic partner series for the idols. No, for 17 members, there are a lot of members. I have to do the fantasy one for 17, but bear with me, have patience because there's a lot of members. So probably I will have to dedicate the whole live stream for them because there's a lot of members. And I have a lot of readings for 17 that I did last year about their zodiac signs, about their moon signs, about their Venus, about and how do they flirt. I think that I also have it, and no one watches them. And it was a very heavy task because there's a lot of members, just like the readings that I did for the boys. No one watches those. I think it's about female influencers choosing among the treasure room. Ah, something like that. Uh-huh, yeah, and you also did a live stream for 17 members flirting style. Remember, I did a lot. Um, mm, I don't know why my hair is crazy. It's because of the AC. I don't know, Marushka. You are the one that you are the one that have the most experience here about watching different readings. Like, do you have like a sort of title? Oh, I'm going to write it down. Thank you, Akira. I believe I see a clip of this, and I was laughing because it is the reality. It's the reality of tarot readers. Oh, sometimes when I hang out with my friends that are tarot readers, we don't. It's not that we make fun of, but there's certain like, and I often talk here with you guys about like. For me, I actually when I say no to certain readings or to certain dynamics, and I'm like, I'm not going to pull the cards for that. Or maybe you should review why you want to know, because for me it's like I think that it's essential that people need to be educated about how or what to ask to the tarot, because people go crazy. They see someone holding a tarot deck and they go crazy, and they waste the potential of the cards. They just waste the potential of the cards. Definitely, they don't know how to ask questions. There are some things that they ask that are so obvious, like so people need to be educated about this. And about idols is the same, because the idol, even though it's a celebrity, is a person. So for me, it's like, if you want me to read for a certain duo, for a couple, like give me a reason why you want me to read for these people. Not because they used to be friends, they used to be like this, they used to be like that. No, I don't want simple interactions and them just being in the same room, breathing the same air. No, for me, I don't pull cards for those people. I want real couples. Yes, Fluffy. Yeah, we are trying. Ideal type. Uh, yeah, maybe we could go with ideal type. Just an ideal type, like could be fun. Yeah, but type in not the romantic way, just type. Just like in a casual way, like type. Also here today I have this deck that is not very popular. Actually, it's very popular, but people, every time that I say the name of this deck, they run away. It's like this might hurt tarot. But it's not, actually it's not like, I don't know why people are afraid. Every time I say the name of this deck, people go crazy. It's like, no, don't use that deck. But it's not that negative. It's not negative, actually. It has cartoons. It has very realistic cartoons. It's not. I don't know why it's called This Might Hurt. It sounds a bit, yeah. What makes them happy? Okay. We can go with yeah, I mean, I think that it's okay what with what Hope says, because with the ideal type we can also see, like, about happiness, because if it's their ideal, there's okay. I'm going to start pulling cards for how Onew is doing. Just pull 3 cards to get a very quick update on him. Okay, for Onew, how he's doing. We start with, for Onew, we start with the 2 of Pentacles, the Hermit, and 6 of Swords. So, yeah, with the Hermit mode, I think that definitely he's using this time to work on himself. He's using this hiatus to work on himself. I think that that he's doing well. He's adapting. He's adapting. He probably is working also on something. He's working on something. Or he's helping other people, like, to work or finish a project. Because I see him like sort of helping, but I don't see that it's a project of his. Probably he's helping a friend. But he is in action, I would say. But I see a lot of traveling actually for him. I see him like using this moment to reflect about himself, to go quiet, to keep working on himself, to getting more into his spirituality. And with the 6 of Swords, I think that there's something about him also. He is slowly in a transition, in the sense that he's like traveling a lot, or he's just planning to move. There's something that he's moving, he's moving. He's moving. he's leaving behind a lot of things. He's like, it's not that the guy is you know, he's not doing anything. No, he's just, you know, taking it slow, taking life slow, absorbing a lot of teaching, um, like enjoying nature. There's something about him like enjoying being more present, being in the now, you know, not so much thinking about like, okay, when is this hiatus going to be over? He's not anxious at all. He's okay. Um, yeah, he's just in this very hermit mode. He's searching for himself. And he's also, I think that he's trying to, he's looking for change. He's adapting for the new stage in his life. He definitely is working on himself to advance to the next chapter. Um, Probably there have been moments in the past where he was feeling a bit much more out of balance, I would say, or probably just struggling with certain things. But now he's quiet. Now he's like, you know, I don't engage in drama. I don't say anything. I just focus on myself, my own personal journey, my own spiritual journey. You know, I just reflect and I learn. I take all this experience to learn and to grow and to expand. But definitely he's transitioning, you know, he's moving. Very soon, probably you're going to hear from him because he's moving. He's like, you know, he's probably, you're going to hear from him very soon. He's moving. But he needed to work on himself first. You know, this is why he has the hermit. This is why these moments of silence are very necessary for him, because he is in this process of change. You know, definitely the guy is not stagnant. He's not in the dungeon. You know, it's not that the guy is not doing anything. He is. It's just that probably he's processing his individual growth or his individual goals. He's learning a lot about himself and probably about his role in the industry. You know, he's probably like also like, I don't know, he's doing a lot of inner work. I don't know how to explain it. Like, he literally is using this moment to work on himself. The guy is very spiritual. We know it. We know that he's not the same Onew. Like, I don't know about Onew before this sort of like yoga lifestyle. I don't know about him before, but definitely the guy is not the same guy. He is someone that is, his mindset has changed completely. It's not about the body. It's not about, you know, if he's okay physically, mentally. No, it's more about his mindset. You know, there's some things that he can do, or there's something that probably in the past he did agree to do. And now he's like away. He separates himself from the greediness, from the competition, from the need to be always number one. You know, he is not that kind of guy. And this is actually something that I did see when there were these pictures of him. Remember that people were criticizing him because before he was in hiatus, that people were criticizing him because he was too skinny. People were worried, and I was like, you know, there's a sort of battle. There's a battle. There's a disruption of lifestyle. You know, he went very deep. When he did this yoga course training, I don't know what is it. When he did this, he discovered another dimension, I would say, or he discovered another side of life. He found a sort of like enlightenment, personal enlightenment for him. So then when he had to get back to work, into this business, into this company, into this environment, he actually felt like those were very incompatible. The way he was feeling and what he came back to, the routine. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to do to live these both lifestyles, live these lives, because I feel like I don't belong in here anymore. This is not about him having like differences with someone or just being upset with someone. No, I think that is more about like he discovered a way of living that was much more like maybe stress-free. He found more like peace. He found peace, or maybe he found a more quiet lifestyle, not so much like I'm always chasing a goal, I'm always chasing number one, I'm always chasing like recognition, fame. He's like, I did it already. And this is not what I want right now in my life. Now I want to heal. So I think that in this industry, and this is not just about the SEM, this is about companies in general, or just money-related things. The guy is just very much on the spiritual side. So when you talk to him about numbers, deals, he's like, guys, I just want to sing. I just want to create art and make people happy with my voice. Money, I already had money. I already had like belongings, like luxurious items. Like I went on vacation on different luxurious sites. I know what it's like, and I wasn't happy. And now that he's so deep into this new mindset, he feels a bit like, like they are not compatible. They are not compatible. It's like, being free and just consumerism. He's like, I don't, it's not compatible. Yes, a yoga meditation lifestyle is something else, totally different from K-pop. Inner peace and illumination is a beautiful thing. Love you, Onew. Yeah. And also he had found his voice. I think that, and probably this is something that I did notice, that they keep him in hiatus because they don't want him to talk about these things. They don't want him to talk about awareness. They don't want him to talk about the soul. I don't know if maybe in Korea this yoga lifestyle, or maybe I don't know what, if there's a religion in the middle. I don't know, maybe they don't like famous people to talk about this, or to be this sort of a spokesperson that promotes this kind of lifestyle. But they're like, you look weird, like don't talk about it, like you're going to freak people out. So yeah, don't talk about spiritual things, because no. So this is why he's in hiatus, because he's like, I want to talk about what I want to talk. Like him being very like honest, like let me express myself. Like why can't I talk about my new life or my new me? Why can't I promote this? Why can't I talk about what I'm passionate about? And they don't let him. This is why he's in hiatus. And I don't know if maybe there's something about them thinking that he has gone crazy, but the guy is not crazy, he's just different. Mm-hmm. They only want them to follow their ideologies. Yeah, they want him to sell products. They want him that, like, it's like every time you open your mouth is to sell something to your fans or to whoever. And he's like, I don't want to do that. like, Yeah, I thought you were going to say he will leave even singing behind and start something else as work. I think that he wants a change. Definitely, he wants a change, but I don't think he wants to leave singing. I think that singing is a part of him expressing his soul. Um, but probably he would want to be in the, like, sort of being like a producer, more like in that part, not so much on the stage. He wants to take the seat of the producer or songwriter or just like a coach or something like that. You know, he sees more himself like he wants to be a professor or he wants to share his knowledge. He doesn't feel like the, again, you know, the need to be on the stage. He's like, you know, I sort of want to stay behind the scenes. I think I can be useful here. And at the same time, I think that he probably is like, you know, he wants to, it's not that he wants to hide, but there's something about like him feeling better that people are not talking about the way he looks. So it's like, okay, maybe people will start criticize the way I look because they will not see me. So I'm better off like this. Um, because I sort of see him like working on something. He's working on some projects. He's working. He's creating. I don't think he's creating for himself. He probably is creating for some other artist. But he's being productive. He's being very productive. Maybe, you know, going on a stage is something that he fears. Like, yeah, I can do it, but I wish, you know, not so much exposure. Yeah. Onew humans know and understand. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. They talk a lot. They communicate a lot. I think so much about religion in Korea than the work hard and under pressure mindset to the stream. There's a lot of flies again. And it was lovely reading. I love this for I think that Onew is a seeker of the truth. When I saw the card of the hermit, I think that I think that Onew is the first idol that we can say and be like, yeah, the guy is definitely like going inwards to look for his best self. Like definitely he is for that he is in that path, you know, something very personal. Like it's like his mind opened, you know, and he cannot go back to the way he was before this enlightenment. He's not going back to that. Because he wants to heal. I think that the guy was just looking for tools to heal. He was looking for tools to heal. And he's like, you know, I don't want to convert anyone or to convince anyone that this that I do is like, you know, the magical tool. But for me, it worked. Yeah, there's no going back. It's just that it was very extreme, and people were afraid because he definitely changed. So people were worried. It's not to criticize the way he looks, but people were worried. Were like, what is going on with him? Okay, for Treasure, for this new project called SHINee Solo. Thank you, Al. Yeah, we should. We can pull cards to see that um, after I read for this for Treasure SHINee Solo. For them, we have 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, I mean, they definitely are very passionate about this project. I definitely see them putting a lot of effort and just like a lot of energy. But I don't know why they feel defeated already. What is going on? Why do they feel defeated already? Yeah, maybe this is a lot of work for them. I don't know if they have to study something or there's like a lot of work coming from them. Because they feel like they have to be very fast. I tried to clarify and I got the card of Knight of Swords. So they are like, we have to be fast. We have to get going. And I feel like there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure. And also, why are they defending themselves when it just started? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. Some fans are already against the idea of Treasure members dating. Yeah, it seems like it's not that I would say that it's doomed already, but they will have to come out and defend themselves because people are going to drag them. I mean, we have the Wheel of Fortune. It can change. It can be initially. And then change. The things change and people sort of adapt to the idea. But, oh my God, the pressure that these guys have on themselves. Like, and also I could see someone, a member, just coming to say something controversial or trying to calm some people down and actually creating another not so pleasant reaction. Yeah, I mean, with the Wheel of Fortune, then I clarified it and I got the Knight of Cups. So I think that probably at the end they are going to accept this project. Maybe the audience, or maybe it will create a very loving environment, and people are going to learn more about them, and they're very loving and very attractive, because the Knight of Cups is very charming. So probably they will charm the audience with their performances or with the way they act or the way they resolve things on the show. At the beginning, they're going to get a lot of criticism, and they already know it. they already know it. I see that they're working very hard. They are working very hard, despite the criticism, and despite that, I think that they already know that it's going to get nasty. It's going to be heavy for them to continue to believe in this project. I see a member trying to defend themselves or the view that they have about this project, trying to reassure the fans, like we do this because we believe in this, this is what we are doing it for. But I think that there's some fans that just don't want, they don't, they don't want to hear it. They are already like, they are against it. But they will change. They will change. Probably you will see very sweet moments or interactions or just moments where you will see a more intimate side of the members, and you will learn to value them more, or probably like to value their very charming and them being gentlemen, and them being very romantic or loving. It's just great. Why are your hope? What are your messages being being cancelled? Like, probably I do have some keywords. I don't remember which one there were. Maybe you did mention some of them, so maybe this is why they canceled your messages. Yeah, they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay, don't worry. But yeah, initially it's going to be bad. Initially it's going to be bad. I can see poor guys, like, because they're really working very hard, Yeah. Okay, I'm going to ask to see how SHINee members feel about Onew decision or Onew new lifestyle. Like, yeah, I'm not going to go that deep, but it's going to be very general. Okay, I have the cards here. For SHINee members, how do they feel about, Onew's decision or his new lifestyle? And we start with the King of Cups, the Empress, and the Emperor. So, very beautiful cards. Very beautiful cards. They really love Onew. They really love him. With the King of Cups, he is their leader. He is their leader. He's much more than a leader. But I think that in this period, they have a lot of pride for Onew, because they are like, you go and do it. You go and be authentic with your feelings. They definitely see him as someone very emotional. They definitely feel like he is the kind of guy that he's probably the most emotional out of all of them. And they are like, we get it. You want this lifestyle. This lifestyle is for you. You're feeling sensitive. You're feeling emotional. You're feeling intuitive. You're feeling like, this wave of awakening in you that is very personal, that is very vulnerable. And they're like, go and live that lifestyle. Don't give up. Go and grow in that mindset. With the Empress, they definitely see him like shining, like sort of like, probably they see him very prosperous, like they see sort of glow up in Onew's life, like not just when it comes to appearances, but I think that they see that he had like sort of like embraced his feminine side, like there's something about him becoming more gentle, becoming more at peace, becoming a bit much more gracious, you know, like just like very happy and very transparent, but also very confident in himself. He's like, the guy is not faking it. He really, what he's promoting is really what makes him happy. And he probably is also helping other people with this, or he's influencing other people, or he's guiding other people with this new lifestyle, or maybe within this new this new lifestyle that he has. So there's this feeling of him still being a leader, maybe a spiritual one, but he's still a leader in this. He also has the Emperor. So the guys are very supportive of these they're like, you know, he is still the leader that we know. He's still the leader. It's just that he is a mix of his need to create something. Onew wants to create something. He wants to build something that has his name. And I think that maybe he wants to build his own, I don't know if it's like a yoga center, I don't know if it's like a building, I don't know if it's like, I don't know, a place where they teach, but he has ideas that are expanding, ideas that they have nothing to do with him being a part of SHINee. And they are like, you know, you deserve it. Like, go dream big. Like, defend yourself, defend your posture. You know, the Empress and the Emperor, they definitely see him like someone that is much more stronger and stable now than when he was before. So they're like, you know, like, don't let them convince you of nothing that you are not, that you don't agree. Like, just do you. You are a leader. You are a great leader. So combine the two forces, the soft side inside of you and the more determined side of you, and just go after what you want. We are proud of you. They are his number one fan. And if you see him, like if you see here the king, I don't know if you can see it, but here, the King of Cups, there's this old man, you know, very happily, he has the small crown here. He's very happily like here, like on this boat. And he's smiling. He's enjoying this moment for himself. And he still is a king. Sometimes being a king, sometimes being successful, it means when you're able to enjoy the small things in life, the small routine things in life. It's not always about being number one. It's not always about being famous. Sometimes it's more about like you enjoying when you wake up in the morning, when you have your first coffee, when you are able to have a delicious meal, when you are able to go and sleep in a very cozy and comfortable bed, and your house is clean. You know, there's something that is more like, let's go back to the happy places. Maybe you playing a hobby or doing something that you really like, and just like feeling content and happy. It's not so much like, oh, I'm going to be a star forever. It's more about like, you know, I just want to stop for a bit and look around myself and allow myself to see the beauty in my life. I want to be present. I want to see. I want to experience life. Onew is called Old Man by members. Really? Fishing was Onew's hobby. Oh my! Wow! I didn't know. Fishing is so calming. Hubby loves doing it because he finally has the chance to be alone with his thoughts. He's a such. Ah, wow. Yeah, remember um, my ex-father, like um, my former father-in-law. He was the Sagittarius, and he loved to go fishing. Yeah, he just loved it. There's something about Sagittarius people and fishing, Sagittarius men and fishing. They don't have patience for anything, but when it comes to fishing, they do get it. It's hilarious. Okay, guys, so we are going to get into the romantic part. Does Mino goes fishing too? Hope I just can imagine him sitting. Ah, fishing counts their fire energy. Yeah, it's possible. Okay. So we are going to go for ideal type, but okay, I'm going to need you to drop some names because I don't have people here. Please try to not make it like keep it original. Please bring some people that you think that maybe others that are not here to request would like to hear about, so we can make this more dynamic. Yeah, I don't see Mino sitting either. Yeah. My dad could never take me fishing. I would love to learn how to fish, but my dad as an Aries, no, for him it would be a waste of time. And Hypen Jungun. Jungwon. Mamamoo Solar. And Hypen is all the rage. Is all the rage these days. It should bring some people in, right? Jeji. Oh, I forgot for a minute her group's name. Karina, okay. Let's see if EJ Wook, if he is close to this, to her ideal. Sorry guys that my hair looks crazy, but the humidity we have in here, it's... Jay, okay. Yeah, Jay has a lot of fans. Did we do all of us by Shinning or did I miss? I don't remember. You want to add Boa Hope? Xiaojun? Okay. Is Nick still a baby though? Yeah, but he's the most popular of some of them. Mm-hmm. Giselle, okay. Mm-hmm. I was going to say Giselle as well. It's just that I believe that Nicky has that, and I feel that probably he's, and I was thinking about this because I had dated people that were always like taller for their age, or they always looked, even when they were very young, they were always like looked older or probably were more energetic than other people. So they will always be like, oh, you even when they were children, they would be like, oh, you must be a teenager, or maybe they were like 10 years old. um, and they often carry that, like people mistake them for thinking that, oh, because you have certain like a certain body or certain body language, they believe that you are experienced, but actually it's like, the body is just a base. It's not what we are inside. And I think that with Nicky, probably because he had developed, he's taller and he's a beautiful young man. But I think that probably people don't realize that maybe he's very young still, even though he looks taller, or he looks like an older person, like not older in the sense of appearance, but that he looks older than his age, something like this. That's what I meant. That's what I mean. Readings I saw on my Tumblr feed, Nikki is having a lot of fans with girls enjoying his popularity. Thank you, Dreams. Yeah, I mean, probably he's a fire sign, so I see that definitely he must be more outgoing than what people think, definitely. Sagittarius idols always are like adventurous always. Even if you look at them and you're like, oh, he can be a bit shy. No, he can also, be passionate. But I think that it's not that serious. It's not like, oh, we can build a sort of like, there's not going to be a story. Like, probably he's doing this because he's experimenting, you know. He looks older now, but I just watched Island, the survival show that created hype. And he was a small baby. Yeah, he was so small. I don't know. When he did this, when he grew, like when he became taller, I was like, my God, but Nikki was a tiny, skinny, and just tiny. And it wasn't that long ago. Sagittarius are too much for me. Oh, don't worry, dreams. My English is not perfect as well. Cheers. He's just so dull. He's just so tall. I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm not surprised because Sagittarius men, they tend to be very tall. I always say it. But he was so small. He really was so small. Like, it's not me like looking at old pictures of him. It's like I saw it. With my own eyes. Like when I was watching Island, I saw that he was so tiny. Yeah, I don't know. Island is not something that I enjoyed, actually. Like, I don't like survival shows, but it was cool when BTS came. Yeah. Oh, Nikki, Nikki, I accept high donations. Who were you rooting for in Ireland? Jay, because he was very cute when he was feeling insecure because of, I don't know. I don't remember when he asked for JK's advice, if it was because he was a bit worried about making a fool of himself, like people would be laughing at him because of something that he said that, I don't know if it was out of place or he was just weird or him being weird. I don't remember exactly the combo, how it was. But I was like, oh, that guy is hilarious. Like, I really loved his honesty. Like, the guy was very worried. Like, am I going to spoil my image? Because sometimes I say random things. But yeah, I think that my favorite was Jay because I don't know, there was something about him that I find it cute and hilarious. The other one, I liked, yeah, Jay. Then the other guy that didn't, the other two that they didn't get into the Daniel. Poor guy, I felt so sorry for him. Daniel and the other one. Daniel and the other one. Kay and Daniel. Oh, and Taki. Taki as well. Taki. Yeah, them. Kay, Daniel, Jay, and Taki. Yeah. I actually, when it comes to Taki, I was very upset at how that guy was very young. He wasn't prepared emotionally and mentally to be in there. Like, I just didn't like how they sort of put, like, I know it was supposed to be emotional and we were supposed to be rooting for him, but the guy, like, he was very young to be put like that. Like, the guy just wasn't going to make it emotionally. He just wasn't prepared, and I don't know why they kept him like this. Like, the guy was suffering. Every time he had to get a feedback, he was trembling. He was like under a lot of stress. Uh, like, I suffered when I saw this guy. And Daniel as well. Daniel also was. When I saw his face in the final, like when they weren't chosen, like my heart broke for them. Poor guys. I know it's a competition, but I think that they were just made to stand there and in the time, like, why did they drag so much? Like they made, like, I don't know, the show wasn't very good. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Even BTS looked annoyed when they had to be there. Like, I didn't like it. But well, we haven't hyped, you know. And I remember when the show was, when in the show the name was announced. Oh my God. That also was part of the quarantine, like the lockdown, the pandemic state of us, of all of us as viewers, because we were like, what? What name? How? How is it pronounced? Ah. And now they are doing great, but I remember hearing that name for the first time and we're like, really? Like, what is this? Like, what? People were going crazy. I swear I was also judgmental about the name. I was like, what? It was hilarious. Okay, guys. Okay. Ideal type for Enhypen Jungwon. Queen of Swords. Very. I know he's an Aquarius. He got the Queen of Swords, so probably someone also very intelligent. But he got the card from the Oracle, the Romantic Oracle. He got the card of love yourself first. It's in Spanish, guys. Unrequired love. So very tragic. And children. So yeah, I think that for him, his ideal not romantic partner, but his ideal type is someone that, and he got the Queen of Swords, so it's someone that has overcome a lot. I think that he has a lot of respect for people that went through a lot. Like definitely he loves to see people overcoming their, either they are very shy or they are not very confident, and he's like, my ideal is someone that reinvented themselves, or they went through some kind of healing journey where they had these trust issues, or they experienced relationships that were a failure, and they overcome this, and this, they come to me with this experience, this experience of like, okay, I already know what it's like to be in relationships that don't work, or maybe I acknowledge that I didn't love myself before. So he definitely loves someone that is very self-aware. His ideal is someone that has grown through experiences, someone that also is very communicative and is very good at talking about how they felt and how they process their experiences in love. It's not someone that is trying to look cool and like, oh yeah, I always been popular, like I always had the perfect dating history, like I always got the person that I wanted, I always was the favorite, the popular one. No, he probably just prefers someone a bit nerdy, I would say, someone very much like into intellectual things, learning things, someone very studious. Not so much about looks. I don't think that he is about looks. I think that he wants someone fun and that is very much like him, very childlike. He has the kind of children. So I think that definitely he wants someone that is sort of free of prejudice, someone that is free or has set themselves free from judging others, because they already experienced the disappointment in relationships. It's like when you have the cards of love yourself first and require love, and you have children, it's about being intelligent enough to recognize that maybe in the past you didn't have the tools, you didn't know yourself that much. But I think that he's like, when I meet this person, I want this person to be confident enough to learn from their past mistakes. I don't want a perfect someone. He doesn't want someone with a perfect life, or someone with a bit of cockiness and be like, oh, I always like had done well. No, he's like, no, I want someone real. My ideal is also someone that knows how to communicate. A queen of swords, someone that is very much like, also someone that probably, because when I see the knife in here, I think about, and I have the cards of unrequited love or love yourself first. I think that it's also someone that went through a lot, probably a lot of deceptions in their love life, but she was able to cut the connections. She was able to cut some connections from the past, or she was able to end connections that didn't make her happy. And he has an admiration for someone that can be this, it's not about being detached, but someone that is very intelligent in that sense. She's like, okay, what doesn't serve me, I cut it out of my life. I eliminate what troubles me or what keeps my mind out of control. I want to have the control over my mind because I have goals, I have aspirations in relationships. And even though this person may not be the most romantic one, she wants to connect with her inner child. Here with the card of children again, I think that she's like, okay, yeah, maybe I went through some disappointments in love, but nevertheless, I still want to enjoy a healthy relationship. And we can be children together and we can laugh, and I can still feel the joy of just being spontaneous. When the person is right, you feel spontaneous with them. You feel like you can be funny, you can be goofy, you can make fun of yourself, and it's okay. it's okay. But I think that when this person is in his life, this ideal type is someone that they are very clear about what they want and what they do not want, because they went through this. So they already know their limits, they already know their boundaries, they already know what is right and what is wrong. They know it, and they don't let other people cloud their judgment. Okay, Mama Moon Solar. Her ideal. She got the Lovers. We start with the card of give your relationship a chance. Healing family traumas and religious factors. So a lot of family traumas, I would say, for Solar. I mean, it somehow affects her or her ideal person life, and they got the Lovers. So I think that for Solar, when we have the card of give your relationship a chance, I think that definitely what she finds ideal is someone that is probably very devoted or very, very hardworking, someone that despite of them having their issues, I don't know if she actually had experienced this in her past, maybe, or is she's going through this right now. But I think that she is someone that she doesn't give up easily when it comes to relationships, whether this is romantic or friendships. She is very resistant in that sense. So I think that her ideal is also someone that resists. Her ideal is also someone that doesn't give up, someone that is like, okay, give this relationship a chance. I believe in this relationship. Even if we are apart, even if we are taking a break, I'm still thinking about you. I still want to work on this. So probably she wants a very hardworking spirit person, someone that is like, yeah, we can take a break because maybe things are not doing very well between us, but I still believe in this connection. I still want to keep investing in this. And when it says about healing family traumas and religious factors, probably, I don't know about her and her life or family life or where she comes from, but probably it has to do with her family and the way she was raised. There's something about her sort of like having a generational trauma or some kind of karma, even coming from her watching her family's dynamic when it comes to relationships. Maybe she or her favorite ideal person has learned, and also there's religion in here. So I don't know if maybe she was like raised in a very religious environment, or this ideal person is someone that also is very religious. So there's something about her being like a bit stuck in the old ways. There's something very traditional in here, like, okay, like it doesn't matter what we go through, at the end we're going to still fight for the relationship, even though maybe things are not that clear. I think that she has this very insistent vibe, and her ideal is someone that also believes. I don't know if it's because they believe in marriage, or I don't know. I just get this vibe of probably her getting married to someone, and maybe things are not that harmonious or things are not that happy, and she's like, no, we have to maintain. We have. I believe in marriage, or I believe in the institution of marriage, or maybe this person also being this very strong believer that we have to maintain this. You know. And also with the lovers, I think that definitely she's like all about the relationship, all about the relationship. The lovers is all about like, okay, like at the end of the day, I still choose you. The lovers is about finding that, it's about making a decision. And sometimes, I don't know why she reminds me of someone. She reminds me of, I have an aunt, that she's like a cousin, second cousin, and I always tell her that she's like my aunt, but she's like a second cousin. She's older than me. And she was sort of raised like this. I don't know why it gives me this deja vu of her being also this very persistent person. Is like the kind of person that believes that that you should work on relationships, even when relationships are not perfect, and even when there's some disappointments. Like, you have to put the effort, and also you have to make a decision. And probably, it talks about your idea of forgiving, forgiving and deciding to continue something, and both of you compromising and being like, okay, I have, the lovers is about the options. You have the options to stay with this person despite of everything, or you have the option to choose someone else. And there's something about her ideal person and herself, both of them believing that they can make it work, as long as they are deciding. Once they are deciding, they will remove the the hurt feelings, or there will not be grudges, or they will not be dragging things from the past. This is not about like, oh, okay, I'm staying with you, but I'm still angry at you. Nevertheless, I still hold grudges against you. No, she is more like, and her ideal type is more about these people that they really forgive. They really forgive. It's like, yeah, our relationship is not perfect, but we are still working on this. And we are still like, sort of like, it's something like insisting. It sounds like insisting when you don't want to give up. You don't give up. You don't give up. You just don't give up. And in here, when it says healing family trauma, I don't know if maybe there's something about them growing up, them and her ideal type, both of them growing up watching certain relationships fall apart, people not being committed, people not having the strong will to stay, to support their partners, a lot of distance, also a lot of absence. So this energy is more like the person that shows up for you. That even when the relationship is not perfect, at the end of the day, they still choose you. They still believe in the connection. So yeah. Okay, Itzy Jeji. She definitely wants someone like that is very much in control. She wants like someone that is always like she wants someone that has a lot of charisma and is able to somehow entertain her, and someone that is very intelligent and is very adaptable. For Jeji, we have the card of new love. Express your love and set yourself free. And then she got from the other deck, we got the card of the Magician. So definitely her ideal type is someone that is very expressive. With the card of new love, I believe that there's something about her ideal type changing probably. And there's something about her like being like, I want someone new. Like if she dated someone in the past or if she had an ideal in the past, it's like, no, I don't want that. I want someone different. Like I want a new love. And I want this to be love, of course. But she's like, I want a new romance. Maybe my idea a few years ago, it was a bit like different, and now I want someone new. I don't want, probably, I don't know why I get that maybe she had a bad experience with someone. She's like sort of choosing what's opposite of what she experienced. Someone like, oh, not like that one. More like the opposite of that one. And also with the card of express your love, I definitely think that she loves someone. It's not about appearance for her. I think that she just loves someone that is very expressive about how they feel about her. She's a romantic like that. She wants a guy that takes the initiative and that is very expressive. Someone very romantic, someone that doesn't mind to take the lead, to tell her how they feel. Probably it's like a water sign, someone very emotional, but also a bit bossy. Someone that is like, bossy. And set yourself free, yeah, it's someone that allows her to set herself free from restrictions in relationships. I think that this is why I think that this person is very interesting, is very stimulating to be around this person, because this is someone that yeah, is romantic, is expressive, but is also like someone that is teaching her to liberate herself. Not just in love, but also in other parts of her life. It's like, allow yourself to be free. Like here in this connection with me, you don't have to be a certain way. You can be yourself, and I will love you anyways. So this person is very inspiring. It's very different. It's someone that is like, oh yeah, I have these feelings for you, but I will not hold you hostage of my feelings for you. I will not manipulate you because I feel something for you. Yeah, we can be in a relationship. Yeah, we can be the perfect lovers for each other. But at the same time, like, set yourself free. Don't depend on me. Go and do what you have to do. Go and live your life. Go and just be you. Like, because I think that if we think about Jeji, maybe there's a part of her that she's like a bit codependent in relationships, or maybe she attracts people that are usually a bit codependent. It's like they need of her, and at the same time she enables the person to need her. It's like, okay, yeah, like, yeah, we need each other. Like, you need me to help you with this. And yeah, I will help you because, you without me, you don't know what to do. And you love me and you want me to be there. So I think that she has this part of her where she puts herself in these connections where she feels a bit pity for her partner. And she's like, oh, I should be there for them, right? They need me to fix this for them, right? It's like her love language is service. But sometimes, this puts her in situations where she is not being herself. And this person is like, don't worry about me. I'm independent. Like, I can live without you. I can go and do my things without you. Like, yeah, we are together, but, I'm my own person. I have my tools. I have my tools. I'm fine. You know, I will survive without you. Like, thank you for your love and support, but you know, you go and do what you have to do, and you know, I will be here doing me as well, and I will be fine. You know, this person is definitely someone that thinks outside the box, someone very creative, someone that is not manipulative at all. He's like, yeah, I know you are amazing. I know you have all this love to give, and probably she's like used to be the caretaker of her partners, or maybe because she's used to be the one in control. You know, she's the leader of a group, so she's always thinking about like, okay, what does my people need? So I have to guess what they need, and I have to give it to them before they ask, because this is my way of showing love. But this person is like, I don't need you to take care of me. I got my resources. I can, this is also a very Gemini card. It's like this guy is super creative. He probably has his own business, or he has his own life, his own deals. Like, you know, the guy is like, you go and work on your thing, you know, and we will see each other when you have the time. But set yourself free. Set yourself free. That don't stop living your life because you are in a connection with me. Love doesn't have to be like that. You can be independent. And I will love you nevertheless. Sounds like an earth sign. Sounds like an Aquarius or like a Gemini. Wow, those cards all have similar energy to me. Which one, Fluffy? You mean this one, this deck? Hmm. Ah, the cards you pull for Gigi. Okay. Espa Karina, her ideal type. Let's see, guys, her ideal type. Is Liche Wook any close to her ideal? Let's see. Okay. We start with the card of flirt. Flirt. So a very flirtatious person. Make the effort, or put the effort, and keep an open mind. So, someone playful. Man, the other card is the Five of Pentacles. So I don't know. She's a bit indecisive. There's something I get from her, probably she's still trying to figure, her ideal, or actually what is going on with her life, emotional life, or, her. I think that there's moments where she doesn't feel appreciated, or maybe she in the past was connected with someone that she felt like that didn't work out because she wasn't appreciated. But she's working on herself. She's working on herself. I think that definitely flirt. I don't know why I get the flirt, make the effort, keep an open mind. I actually think that there's something about Karina being much more like someone that she would want to start the relationship as a friendship or as a friend. Definitely she wouldn't mind to be flirtatious with someone, to Um, but I think that for her it's not that. She doesn't want someone that is that serious. That like I don't know if it makes sense because there's a part of her that she enjoys commitment. Definitely, her ideal has to be someone that is very, because this is why we have the card of make the effort. It has to be someone that is consistent in how they show that they really want to be part of her life. But at the same time, with the card of keep your mind open, it's like, you know, like let's make it like more spontaneous. Like let's not put a label to this relationship now. I like you, you like me, but let's keep things fun and not that serious, I would say. You know, it's not about not them being serious, but I think that she wants something spontaneous. Like, she probably is in this moment where she is like, with the kind of flirt, she's enjoying the process of flirting with the opposite sex or flirting with different people. Maybe she comes from in the past and not so long ago, having a sort of fling with someone, you know, that is not this guy, that she has this, it's not Lee Woo, probably it's another guy. So she's like, you know, I'm actually like reviewing my options. She is being very young and carefree. And also I think that her ideal would be someone that, yeah, this is a person that shows that they are interested in her and that they want to be part of her life, but also keep your mind open. Like, let's not make of this like a huge commitment because I don't even know what I want from this. I don't know what I want from you. So probably, you know, a relationship that starts slow and she just wants the connection to be flirtatious and fun and exciting and playful and just like, I don't know, just fun. You know, I think that she's not looking for a commitment right now. She's more looking for a friend, or she's looking for you know, being flirtatious, but she's like, I'm not looking for a husband. You know, she's sort of reviewing her options. She's like enjoying the dating scene. You know, she's not, she definitely puts in a higher, you know, podium to the people that puts an effort on her. She definitely is not going to set her eyes in someone that just doesn't put the effort, or someone that is lazy, or someone that is, I don't know, that is like, that doesn't, someone that that gives her mixed signals. You know, she's like, okay, do you want me or not? Like she definitely admires the attention, you know, but it's not like she's thinking about marriage. I think that her ideal type is someone that is very playful, someone that is like very flirtatious, someone that is spontaneous, someone that is so fun that it's, she wants to have fun. She wants excitement in her life. She wants someone outgoing that makes her laugh. You know, not that serious and just like, oh no, like, you know, this means something. We have to do something. It's like, no, like, let's keep it simple. Let's keep our minds open. I don't want to marry you. Like, we are just flirting. They start with the card of flirting. So she wants to have these moments, you know, the sexy moments, you know, the moments where you're like, you look at each other and you know that there's tension, that you like each other. She wants that, the excitement. It's not so much like, oh, I want you to put a ring on my finger. No. Yeah, with the Five of Pentacles, I think that she still is in this process of learning to build a stability in her life. I think that she still is not 100% sure about what she wants in a relationship. I think that there's something about her, like probably when it comes to her ideal, it's not so much about like, okay, like if an ideal type comes into my life, I think that even if it shows up, there's something about her rejecting this ideal because she doesn't feel like she deserves it, or she still feels like she doesn't have like the ability, or she's not in a moment where she's like, okay, yeah, I can build this. Yeah, I can sustain this relationship, it definitely it can be up to the other person, because with this card we have the card of make the effort. So definitely someone is stubborn, someone that is like the one that puts the effort. But I think that she can sabotage a bit, a possible connection with the ideal that she wants. She could sabotage this because I think she doesn't feel that confident. She still doesn't feel like she's ready to start a commitment, or she doesn't feel like she's ready to sustain. Probably she has her fears when it comes to commitments, or she probably also attracts people that are not that confident in themselves to have a relationship with someone like her. Like her lifestyle, the way she lives, it's not easy. It's not easy for neither of them. So there's something about like, okay, I feel like I'm not good enough. I feel like this is going to get spoiled. I feel like I have nothing to give. Probably you don't have nothing to give to me, like as well. So yeah, it's all about disappointment at the moment. It's like we are not enough. Okay, and hyphen J. Oh, why did I pull this as first? Okay, for N hyphen J, we have the card of keep being optimistic about your love life. So it's about having an optimistic view about your love life. This has to be the one. Like sort of like this person has to be the one. Or this must be the one. And commitment. So Jay is all about commitment. Karina didn't get the cards of commitment, but for Jay it's important. For Jay it's like, I want commitment. I want commitment. I don't care what they say. I want commitment someday, but my ideal is commitment. I want commitment. And Page of Swords. So someone very sharp, someone very communicative. It's like, how do you feel? What do you want? Do you want to talk about it? Okay, let's talk. Someone that also is not afraid to confront him, because the Page of Swords, I don't know, I see them with a knife like this, and I'm like, this person also has their own mind, like their own resistances. It's like, okay, if I don't like this, I'm going to say it, and I don't care who you are. And probably he loves someone that is very quick and sharp to be like, to put him in his place, to be like, you don't talk to me like that, or I don't like what you said, or the way you talk to me, like, he probably likes someone that is like, I wouldn't say like combative because he's not a fire sign, but someone that has like the quick response always, like he's a great listener, and sort of have some that has their ability to catch, maybe if he's trying to be smart, or he's trying to be I don't know, maybe a bit like condescendent, or if he's trying to act like, oh, I'm the smartest of them all, this person will be like, okay, I'm going to cut you in here because, you are being disrespectful, or this is not funny. What you said is not funny, so shut up. But yeah, I think that for him, his ideal type, and this is the first time that I get this vibe, when I think about Jay's energy, is that for him is all about like him finding the one. He's like he has to he is, and I think that when I have this card of keep optimistic about your love life, I think that probably he still hasn't found the one, of course, but he believes in his ideal type. He believes that at some point in his life, he's going to find it. He's going to find it, and he believes that he's going to know that that person is the one, that he's going to receive the signals, he's going to know. It's like, I'm going to know when this person is the one, I'm going to know it. And I think that he's like, I would say like he's like looking, but probably he's like observing certain people and be like, okay, how do I feel when I'm around this person? Like, is she my type? You know, like, okay, how does she make me feel? How does the, you know, he's sort of like he's very romantic. There's something about him sort of like having in his own imagination, having this this Delulu moment where he's like, with the interactions that he has with the opposite sex, he's like, it seems like he's plotting. You know, there's something about his mind being like, is she flirting with me? Does she like me? Does she find me attractive? Why did she say that? You know, like he's like sort of trying to find his, I don't know, his Cinderella, I don't know what, but I think that he's like thinking about how would that feel like, you know, and also with the kind of commitment. I don't know if I said this about Jay. I don't know if you guys remember if I ever mentioned this about him probably marrying young. I don't know about what idol I said about this, that I would be like, I get the vibe that he would be married very young, or he would get married young. I don't know why about him. I get this same vibe that he would marry young, because he's a romantic. He's a romantic, and he's like, it's not that he's actively looking, but he's unconsciously he's looking for the one. He's looking for that moment. I don't know how many movies he had watched, but he's very inspired. He's very inspired, and I think that he wants a very dramatic kind of encounter. You know, this is why when we have the Page of Swords, you know, it's more like, okay, when we meet, what does she say to me? And I say she, I don't know what you think about guys, about what you think about that Jay, you know, sexual orientation is. I don't know what you think about him. I say she because I feel the sense of a she, but you change it to whatever you think it is. But he is, I think that he's a strong believer, like, he's like, I want to find the one, and I'm going to find it, and he's going to marry that person. He's very, and also I think that the guy is really like, I don't know why, when I get into his energy, I get that if you would ask him the question, like the real question, like not the typical interviews that they make him, or the generic answers that they tell him to say, I think that it would be a very interesting question to ask Jay in the intimacy, like when you are like in a very trustworthy environment, you know, like, what is your ideal? And he would tell you with details. He would tell you, because he is like this. I think that maybe he doesn't have awareness of certain things about life, but about his romantic life, he sort of does have a vision. He has a vision. He knows he's going to be committed to one partner at some point in his life. At least this is a guy that builds. He is a guy that builds. He's not someone that just flirts. Like, he can flirt because it's his job, but at the end, the guy is a builder. He builds relationships. He sustains relationships. He is looking for that stability. And he knows that he would make anyone happy. Like, he's also all about effort. And probably you know that I read for Solar a few minutes ago. I don't know if it was like an hour ago. But she got this very persistent vibe, like when you put the effort to make a relationship work, and you don't give up on the relationship. You choose to stay and you choose to keep working. And I think that for him is mostly the same. He's a guy that he's not perfect, like probably he doesn't know much about the relationships, but the only thing that he knows is that he's confident that his relationship will work, and that if he ever like gets into a commitment with someone, that it's going to work. It's like the guy will not take, like he will not take a failure. It's like, okay, if you're committed with me, you're staying with me, because I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. So you better prepare. Okay, Wei Shochun. He got very similar cards like Karina, but oh, he got two. What? Okay. A bit dramatic, Shajun, I would say. Like, I don't know what kind of K-dramas or C-dramas or any kind of movie that he's watching, romantic movies, but he definitely he's a romantic, but I feel like his ideal is a bit tragic. We start with the card of reconciliation. Set yourself free and express your love. So definitely he wants a very loving, expressive lover. But he's a guy that he's like, yeah, I know I'm going to have a bit of an argument, and I probably will break up a lot of times with the person that I love or my ideal, but at the end we will make up. Because he has the Four of Pentacles and he has the Three of Swords. So definitely I get a lot of that this relationship can bring him a lot of heartache, and it can bring him a lot of for both parties. It can be disappointment for both parties. But the guy is very insistent. Another one that is very insistent is like, my ideal and me, we will make it work. We will make it work. I will not give up on this relationship. I will hold on very tight. So yeah, it's probably. And also he got the card of reconciliation, so he's like already probably his ideal is also someone that is like, yeah, we actually went through a lot, or probably we had some misunderstandings, but yeah, we reconcile. We talk about it, we fix it. Yeah, now we're together, now we are not together, but yeah, I still, if I'm honest with myself, I still want this person. I'm not going to let go. And also, we have the card of set yourself free as well, and express your love. So I feel that it's very interesting, because after reconciliation we had the card of set yourself free. And if you think about the word set yourself free, and if you see someone holding on very tight like this, you're like, there's a bit of this doesn't match. Because it's like the card is like set yourself free and you're holding on very tight. So there's a bit of it's not that, it doesn't make sense. But I think that for him, the card of set yourself free, I think that it has to do with letting go of, I don't know if he's the type of guy that he can hold grudges, that even though if he reconciles, there's a part of him that he's not going to forget or forgive. Probably he has a very sharp memory. This is why we have the Three of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, we reconcile, but I still think about what you said to me. I still remember what you said to me, or I still remember what you did to me. But yeah, we are still together. But then, with this sort of set yourself free, we have the card of express your love. So at the end, it's all about what the heart wants. It's all about like leave your pride behind. Express your love. Do you love that person? Like move on, like forgive them or forgive yourself, whatever the situation is. In here the keyword says move on and do, I know, keep going and do the romantic gesture. So it's all about like letting go of the pride. It's like, okay, like, when you're like, okay, yeah, maybe that person should apologize because, I always do everything right. And no, maybe you were also like being awful and maybe it's your fault. So there's a lot of teachings, there's a lot of learning, there's a lot of heartache also in this ideal. This is why I think that probably he has a lot to learn about reconciliation, but there's a bit of I don't know how to say this in English. There's a lot of glamour around the possibility to make up and reconcile. So I don't know if maybe he's like this dreamer, or he is like, okay, the ideal person for me is the one that, yeah, we break up, yeah, we have some difficulties, but at the end of the day, despite of how ugly things got, we are still reconciling, or we are still back together. So there's something very very toxic, I would say, because the heartache is still in there. But there's something like, I will forgive you anyway. It's a bit of a martyr, I would say. It's like, and the teaching is like, okay, if you take that person back, like really, like, forgive them. Like, don't hold them hostage. Like, if you're going to take them back, just take them back. Like, don't, just be honest. Be honest. Like, don't hold grudges. Let it go. There's a romanticization of the word reconciled, reconciliation. Okay, Espa Giselle, her ideal type. Okay. Giselle's ideal type is a soulmate. she's a dream girl. She aims for the soulmate. Soulmate, chemistry. Definitely she must feel the chemistry with the person and get to know one another. Or get to know each other. That's important, that they get to know one another. And then she got the Empress. So maybe a Taurus person, a Taurus guy, someone beautiful, someone Venusian, Taurus or Libra, it could be both. But definitely she wants a guy that takes care of their image, that probably is beautiful or is very harmonized in the way they dress or the way they move, or someone beautiful. She definitely goes for the looks, guys. So and also here with the card of chemistry, she definitely values like attraction. So she must feel it. She must feel like, oh wow, like I feel the butterflies. I like this guy. Like I feel the chemistry between us. This is good. I feel alive. I like her. I like her energy. I definitely like her energy. With the card of soulmate, yeah, she. This is another one that I think that probably she consumes a lot of like romantic content, or she has this view that when the person is for you, it has to be the soulmate, or it has to be this sort of feeling of deja vu, when you feel like this is the one and we will make it till the end. It's like he knows it, I know it, this very spiritual exchange, I would say, of the souls. She probably is very spiritual herself. Not spiritual, I think that she's very intuitive when she wants to. There's a mix of her being very much like attracted to beauty, but there's also another part of her that is very deep, and she's like, I have to feel like the person is my soulmate. Like, my ideal is the soulmate experience. Like, I don't want anything but that. And also with the card of get to know one another or get to know each other, I think that for her, even though initially she can feel the sparks, she can feel like the soulmate connection and she feels special. I think that also she's someone that she probably needs time to get to know the person. For her, it's more about like, okay, I need to know you for who you really are. I think that she needs to sort of figure the person out or sort of like investigate the person. She needs to take, she doesn't like to be rushed. Even though there could be a lot of chemistry, there could be a lot of attraction in the middle because we have the Empress. So definitely this symbolizes someone that is very beautiful. So she probably feels like with the chemistry card, this is someone that she cannot say no to because the attraction is very strong. This person is like, so beautiful, so, she definitely gets her attention. But from a moment, she's like, okay, yeah, I feel the attraction, but wait. We have to know each other. Like, we have to talk. We have to get to know one another. Wait, we are going too fast. So she's like, okay, the person for me will understand that I need time to get to know them. That this is not just about me thinking that you're hot or thinking that you're attractive and thinking that you're beautiful. Yeah, it's like, I need to ask you a few questions. We need to have certain chats, certain conversations. We need to have certain interactions. It's not like, okay, let's go for what we feel, and yeah, I feel attracted to you, I feel the chemistry, and yeah, let's just let the passion flow. She's like, wait, yeah, you are amazing, I like you, I feel attracted, I know you like me too, but let's talk. I want to know about you. Tell me who you are. Tell me what you like. Tell me where you're from. Tell me what are you thinking? What are you about? Like I want to hear you. Like I want to know about you. So for her it's very important to have a conversation as well. Probably she wants to know if this person is intelligent emotionally. She probably is like, she gets a lot of insight about like, okay, are you just a pretty face or are you deep inside? Or do you have a personality of your own? Maybe she actually meets or has interactions, with other idols, or she actually meets people from the industry, people that are all about the beauty, all about, the image, all about, looking radiant and abundant, and the person is popular, the person is like a god in person, is like a goddess in person. So she's like, yeah, but I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you better. Who are you? So she's a bit like, she's not a fool. She's actually very intelligent, actually. Because I think that she's like, I want more than a pretty face. I want someone that actually has a personality. Or maybe I think that probably she's worried about values. Maybe she's like, I hope we have the same values, but I'm not going to give away what my conditions are. I prefer to have a conversation and hear you talk first. I want to know what you think about this instead of me ranting about what I want. So, yeah, she's a smart. She's a smart girl. She's a smart. Okay, guys. This was great. This was great. So, yeah. I'm going to go. I had been here for almost 3 hours. So, yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for the recommendations. Thank you so much for, this was fun. So yeah, on Saturday I'm going to read for the Pisces idol. So I'm going to make a post so you can leave in the comment section your favorite Pisces idol. So on Saturday we're going to do that, and then if there's another question or if there's something new coming up, we can pull cards for that as well. But yeah, thank you so much guys for being here. I won't be here on Saturday. Okay, that's okay, Fluffy. If you have a recommendation, just leave it in the comment section, and I will do it, and then you can rewatch it when you're available. So yeah, don't worry, guys. Thank you so much, guys. This was very fun. Have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.